The idea of the Shuriken is often misunderstood. You see it in Naruto, all kinds of comic books and movies as a killing weapon. It was not designed for that. It would be extremely rare for someone to die unless it was from some sort of poison applied to the Shuriken. So this is kind of a Senban Shuriken, also known as Hira Shuriken, Shaken, or Kuruma-ken. There's a million names for these, all different shapes depending on the ryu or the school. These were often used to pry nails, so it might have been a carpenter's tool, some sort of washer on a castle wall, and many things you could use, but the idea of this to pull a nail out, a nail puller, plus it could be used as a hand weapon as well to defend yourself. It was a pretty versatile little thing. And the idea to throw this at someone to distract them in order to run, so I could throw and then run, or I could throw in order to close distance. I would distract and then run in with my katana, so as they're flinching from that, I could attack. But this powerful weapon is underestimated. Now, modern day, no one carries these anymore, but we have cell phones, we have utensils, dishes, stones, mulch, you name it. So Shuriken could be used to distract, like Metsubushi, throwing it in someone's eyes to escape. Again, for self-defense application, I would say grab some grass or some dirt if you know you're about to get into a fight, throw it into someone's eyes and you can get a couple good punches or kicks in, or run. But this is such a cool weapon, and I'm still learning how to use it. There's not a lot to teach about it. You just have to get a target and practice throwing, and you'll miss a million times. You'll throw and it won't stick, and it'll fall or something, and then you'll get a stick, and you'll be so proud of yourself. But there are several methods of throwing these. One of them is to hold it this way and to release it vertically. Another way is to pinch this edge here. Throwing it horizontally, I hold them flat in my hand, my non-dominant hand, and I slide these off one at a time to throw into the target. So I'll show you here. Sliding these off one at a time into the target, projecting your body toward the opponent. It's a good idea, even though I'm not doing it, to point your toe and your knee toward the opponent. So if you're a right-handed person, have your right knee toward the opponent. Left, left, etc. Again, I'm not throwing these overhand today because of the grain of the wood. These are hard to stick vertically. As you can see, they're not sticking well. You might get 1 out of 4 to stick vertically because of the grain of wood. Now I have a small target here that I set up on a fence. Make sure the background is clear of people, but these are fun to throw. If you're going to throw multiples, which is kind of cool, if you stack them this way, so I have a group of 3 here. If I stack them vertically this way and throw them flat, they theoretically should fan out left to right. Throwing 3, got 2 out of 3, but see how it pans out. If I spin them wide, or I fan them out like cards here, and I threw them vertically here, throwing in this method, they would go up and down vertically. But if your opponent is vertical, probably better off throwing them horizontally, because vertically you're going to more likely miss if it's a thinner target. Horizontally I'd probably hit better, or at least distract. Sometimes these were dipped in poison, or even dipped in some sort of feces or fecal matter, so that you would develop a tetanus infection and perhaps die of poison. They didn't have aspirin and things back then, so the idea of dying of a poison from this something that hit you in the night, you weren't sure what it was, and these are where these myths come from. The idea of being hit in the dark and getting cut, and then all of a sudden, a day later, you develop a sickness and a fever, and then you die a week later, is a very, very powerful weapon for the mysterious ninja clans of old Japan. Fun to throw into the targets. The chances of hitting are pretty good with this little thing. Getting that cut, imagine getting hit in the eye with that thing, it would really hurt. But these are very lightweight, they're not sharp, they're unlikely to stick very well. Be very careful, these are illegal in many states. I know that they're illegal in Canada, the U.K., Germany, Belgium, and in the United States, as far as I know, places like New York, perhaps Massachusetts, Indiana, California, they're probably illegal there. So here in Ohio, we're fortunate enough you can carry these around, although I wouldn't want to get stopped by the police with a couple of these. Here's a set of 2 I'm going to throw here, so let's see if I can fan these out. Imagine getting hit in the face with that thing. It would really, again, wreck your day. So the elusive Shuriken of the ninja and samurai. A powerful weapon, a fun weapon. But again, if you have a cell phone, you can use one of these to throw at the opponent and escape. Perhaps one day I'll get better.